Well, today my guest is Irfan Syed. Like, he's a doctor and turned into an acting. My God, he's working really hard and he worked with Prabhas. So let's find out what he's doing, where is he, and more details about it. Come with me. As I just entered it and I just saw the BMW, the traction ice cream. So what's the love and the history is all about having this car?
Status symbol.
Status symbol.
And they used to make me take the stickers off. Emperu. Em chesnav? Kujo.
They were always talking about bad days. Starting always they had a bad. Why?
Bigger productions who are encouraging their families and friends and etc.
Worst bad thing somebody told you and after you just taken and you just...
There was a time when I went abroad for a film shooting. I don't want to name the production and give too much importance to that idiot. నువ్వు ఎంత ఇన్సల్ట్ చేస్తే నేను అంత గట్టిగా అవుతాను. Keep doing it. Because one day I'll come back in the same production and I'll make sure you are the executive producer of this film.
Now let's back to your car. I mean, this is
Yes.
your second baby?
Yes, my most favorite baby, just like my house, it looks big, gigantic,
yeah.
and just like me. मैं खोल देता थोड़ा पीछे लेता
पीछे आओ।
प्यार बहुत है गाड़ी. This is what happens when you love cars more than human beings.
First of all, you're so possessive about your cars. Why?
Most of the men are like this. Love for sunglasses, love for
Love for
cars,
wife.
love for wife. You have to say. Otherwise, we will get beatings.
But Sahu, your life changed, kya?
I'd say that phase pre-pandemic, those 4-5 films that released back in the day, those.
In Telugu, are you doing something?
Yes, of course, I'm doing. That is based on male getting bashed by women.
Have you got sexually assaulted?
By
anytime?
men?
By men
by
or
men?
by women?
By men, a lot of times I was tried to.
So all men's only approached you, no women?
If you say no to a woman, the thing is, how dare you say no to me? Do you know how many men I have rejected?
Salaar, you saw the trailer?
I did.
If you have to review what's this trailer, how will you review it?
Next time, let me select a film for you.
You will select a movie for Prabhas.
Yeah, I really enjoyed my time and I like him as a person. That is a personal friend. I love art, but it has to pay me well.
Yes,
Okay?
yes.
मेरे को ना ये बहुत बोलते लोग मन इंडस्ट्री लो, they're like.
Even there are so many actors who did free work also.
I worked for 6 films for free, Neha. This man whom you are seeing,
Who were your 6 movies?
the immediate film that comes to my mind is Gudachari.
That you did for free?
Free.
Anything?
By not paying me anything, you use my BMW also in the film.
Oh. Well, welcome to my show Trendsetters, and as you know, I always introduce you some really interesting people who actually are trendsetters. Well, today my guest is Irfan Syed. Like, he's a doctor and turned into an acting. My God, he's working really hard and he worked with Sahu, movies like big movies, Telugu movies. I worked with Prabhas. So let's find out what kind of passion he has about acting and being a doctor and doing, meanwhile he's practicing doctor and plus he's doing acting also, and in future he has lined up with very big projects. So let's find out what he's doing, where is he, and more details about it. Come with me. Well, that's his house. Today we are going to do the interview here, and I can see he has a love for cars. We all love cars, right? So I can see nice BMW. Let me catch, where is he? Oh my God, the handsome man in the black. I love the black color. You're busy with your car, right? I just entered in your house and I just see, oh my God, he loves cars.
I do.
And as I just entered it and I just saw the BMW, the traction ice cream. So what's the love and the history is all about having this car?
Status symbol.
Status symbol. But you were talking, yeah.
But the thing is, this is why, see, we are all brand driven in
Yeah.
some or other way. Everybody wants to be in that league, and that is why we pick up things. This is the reason of the house and the car. But the greatest point about what I have learned while I was auditioning back in the day in 2016, 17, 15. So whenever he used to be, we used to be demotivated कि कुछ नहीं हो रहा, तो बोलता था यार अगर तू BMW रख के ऑडिशन को आ सकता, तो हम क्या एटीट्यूड मार रहे हैं? But see,
So you used to go for auditions
yeah.
in BMW?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they used to make me take the slippers off. Emperu. ఏం చేసినావు కూర్చో ఫోటో తీసినావా you know who I am?
So you had your bad days? Like
Worst days.
Worst days.
That is the biggest so I don't blame anybody for this because the reason being it's the race to fame and the triangle on the top the space is very less. Everybody wants to overpower everybody in their given capacity.
Yes.
अब वो प्रोडक्शन एग्जीक्यूटिव का मैक्सिमम थ्रेशोल्ड इतना ही है कि इसको नीचा दिखाओ. I would say most of the men have got intimidated with me. I don't know for what reason, but they'd be like,
ये Bollywood, ये not.
this is the attitude. Oh, Imra. I'm like, बेटा कॉलेज में मिलता तो फिर बात अलग.
But I don't understand why it's always the actor has to go through all this. There are always the stories I've heard, you know, where they were always talking about bad days. Starting always they had a bad. Why?
Like I said, see, the commerce. Let's speak of commerce. You have 52 weeks to survive, and out of which 24 weeks roughly are taken by stars, right? Then you're left with about 26 weeks. Out of 26 weeks, you have Nepo kids coming in. You have bigger productions who are encouraging their families and friends and etc. Then there has to be a script that is made and rejected by all these people to come to you. Understand how narrow it is becoming. So as we grow higher in the hierarchy, things get tougher. So obviously people want to make things very tough for you so that you quit and you leave. It is you accept it or you don't accept it, but this is the truth.
But you have gone deeply, I think.
It is because I travel.
Yeah.
So now I watched this movie Archis. I was quite disappointed that the film was made by Zoya, acted by star kids, and apparently they were trained for a year. In spite of all that, the film is shit.
Yes.
So I don't mind saying this because if my film has been rejected, I can reject other films too. So the thing is, but as an outsider, you don't get a chance. You get intimidated.
It's tough,
People want you to quit because
Mentally
everybody
torture
wants you to quit. See, the thing is, Neha, I don't know how to sugarcoat things. This is what I have learned over years of experience here. If you want to survive, you have to fight. You have to believe. That's it.
So what was the worst situation came into your front and you left? You
I
said,
never
"मैं
left.
नहीं करूँगा."
I never left.
You never.
I never left. I took it on my face. Okay.
What was the worst bad thing somebody told you and after you just taken and you just?
A lot of things, Neha. Like when I started in my journey, somebody told me when I went to Bombay. Okay, obviously I was called by some big production house, and then they said, "You don't fit to become an actor. You're this, you're that." So two options थे. या तो go back to who I was and accept that this is the truth, or stand up and fight. I chose the second.
But I don't understand. You are a doctor, like professionally.
Yeah.
How your journey start being a doctor and then getting into the acting stuff?
So
It's very interesting part.
So the thing is, being a doctor, I think, see, somewhere I wanted to be very relevant to society. And I have realized in this whole journey, I will not speak for others, but what I see one side of psychology is, everybody wants to be noticed in some way.
Yeah.
And projected as the boy to look up to, the man, the woman to look up to. Though is the reason back in the day when we studied medicine was कि class में first आओ, so that ये 50-60 लोगों में आप हीरो बनो. Deep down that is the motivation. आप बोलने को बोल दो कि मैं प्रजा सेवा करना चाह रहा हूँ. Empathy will be an add-on, but after that once you come in the field, then you realize at most you can't make any difference to people in a large perspective. क्योंकि if let us say when I started I was working in government as a civil surgeon. I used to see about 300 to 400 cases a day. There was
You always
inpatient.
wanted to be a doctor.
Yeah.
Okay.
I always wanted to be very artistic in whatever I do.
Okay.
So I don't know with how many more things I'll pursue in my life. The other day I was telling my dad I want to become a lawyer for the love of it, because knowledge is abundant. Keep reading.
Okay.
क्या बैठ के मैं टाइम पास करने में और किताब पढ़ने में बहुत अंतर है. You gain more.
Yeah.
So anyway, so to answer your question, I chose to become a doctor. Then once you are there, what next?
So why acting? What makes
Same
you?
thing. That fame, that wannabiness,
Oh.
to be relevant, to be important, and to earn money. Because if you really want to act, I told this to so many actors. So once I was producing something, funding a video album. So an actor meets me and says, "Why aren't you taking me?" I said, "Because I'm looking at somebody who's known." I said, "Why aren't you doing?" I said, "The person I'm taking is little more known than me." He said, "How can you say that?" I said, "Why आप ये फिल्म करना क्यों चाहते हो?" तो बोला, "It's my talent, it's this, it's that." मैंने बोला, नहीं, अगर आपका टैलेंट है थिएटर करो, महीने के 300 रुपये मिलते हैं, बट वो नहीं करना है. आपको फेम चाहिए, पैसे चाहिए, बट आपको एक्सेप्ट नहीं करना है. The whole line is, you want to be rich, you want to be relevant, you want to be famous, get into a stream that is more visible.
So that was your turning point of your life.
I'd say, see, you asked me another question, what was the most insulting moment? Every day is an insult, Neha. When you set course to become independent in your lives, take it from me or anybody who's there, every day you will be insulted.
Okay.
You have to have that thick skin.
No, but people always think being an actor, you had a lavish life. It's really
It is
hard
there.
work,
There are two sides of it.
Big stars and
But it's a journey. You have to grow. Like there was a time when I went abroad for a film shooting. I don't want to name the production and give too much importance to that idiot. I was overwhelmed with the way how the production was treating in a bad way, not in a good way. Like, overwhelming can be two ways. So I was irritated. I was annoyed. I was at the verge to break down. I was not a little kid. I was 26, 25 years old back then. But then I had to find my way out. And then I said, I'll take it. I'll keep taking this. I said, usko ek din bola main. నువ్వు ఎంత ఇన్సల్ట్ చేస్తే నేను అంత గట్టిగా అవుతాను. కీప్ డూయింగ్ ఇట్. బికాస్ వన్ డే ఐల్ కమ్ బ్యాక్ ఇన్ ద సేమ్ ప్రొడక్షన్ అండ్ ఐ విల్ మేక్ షూర్ యూ ఆర్ ద ఎగ్జిక్యూటివ్ ప్రొడ్యూసర్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ ఫిల్మ్.
You got lot of harassment, yaar.
But also the
Cast coaching is done for you.
The good side is I have had filmmakers who really appreciated, pat on the back was given, and people like you. And when we go out, even today, because the last commercial I've had was almost at the pandemic. But even today when I go forget that, when I was in States a couple of months ago, those were the boys who were really motivating me. I don't know who they were. They were like, we saw you this, we saw you here, we saw you there, why aren't you on the mainstream? I said, I want to be, but where is the scope?
But how you got your first role in Telugu cinema?
Back in the day it was more easy, because the only route was go stand in the line audition. Now there are 10 other ways, and that is how I got it. I met lot of, you have to break your barrier. Where you are uncomfortable, you have to go. मैं इससे मिलता नहीं, ने मेरे को एटीट्यूड देता बोल तो घर में बैठो.
But you had good time. I mean, the
Yeah. But yes, exactly. I've had my share of fun, my share of financial stability was there, and it was a decent journey.
And Sahu also, you
Yes.
were a part of it.
I was a part of it.
Especially you were interacting with Prabhas also directly.
Yes.
Do you have some memories you would like to share right now?
I would say now if I turn back and look at those days, the sweetest memory I have of him is, there were no walls. He never bothered कि मैं star हूँ, इससे बात करूँ, he's a new actor, should I talk to him or not? That is one good thing. Always humble. What I have learnt with him is, no matter what life is giving you, just take it slowly, okay? And then followed by, good memories are, see, I have always had great chemistry with actors, great chemistry with cinematographers. In fact, cinematographers are the ones who've got me films back to back.
Okay.
They'll go to a new film, no, for this I have an actor, take him. Because for a filmmaker, if the next film doesn't click, he's same on par with me. तू क्या कर रहा? So cinematographers were the, so मेरे को otherwise कोई problem नहीं था, but I'm just saying because you asked me a very sensitive question, I gave you that answer.
So Prabhas के साथ बस यही hello hi.
No, not like that. We've had our share. We worked for like I think close to a month, and I traveled out of Hyderabad. I was working there, but the sweet thing, love for food and love to feed.
Yeah.
And anything is there is very vocal about it, because I used to get messages, DM. The greatest thing about that gentleman is the love he gets from his fans.
Yeah.
And I get message, imagine like I forget DMs. I like, let's say I meet you, you're my friend, not in this professional space, and आपका friend उनका fan है, सर वो बात करने कैसे? मैंने बोला मीठा है, खड़ा हुआ है, क्या बोलूँ? Like, नहीं, did you touch him? I said not in that way, but what exactly do you want? So they are so क्या बोलते हैं, इतना madly in love. I think it is a blessed feeling. आप उसको words में नहीं emphasize कर सकते. For the fans, I'd say, keep that love up, because it's difficult to find, and don't let go just because some films do well or some films don't do well. He's a good gentleman.
That everybody says. So now let's
Get back.
काफी देर बात हो गई हमारी, like we had a good chit chat.
Yeah.
Now let's back to your car. I mean, this is
Yes.
your second
Yes.
baby.
Yes, my most favorite baby. I like to. I've purchased it with utmost love after almost
With your hardcore money.
Yes, 7 months of research, and I ended up buying this. The funniest part is I used to tell all my friends, इसमें क्या है, कुछ नहीं है, डिब्बा है, अंदर से कुछ नहीं देता. And everybody went for those Grosters and Hectors, all those things. I picked this up. तू तो बोल रहा था तेरे को Fortuner पसंद है, ऐसे देख रहा road presence. YouTube खोल.
So you like the...
I like the euphoria and the road presence it creates.
Yeah.
Just like my house, you know, it looks big, gigantic,
yeah.
and just like me, that's how I like bigger cars. But even in India, also to drive a car, you have to have an SUV, because somewhere the roads are not. Somewhere it's obvious roads are fucked up. So you need. When I drive this car, मेरा खुद का ये parking में चढ़ने में नीचे घिस जाता.
So you can take us for a small
Why not?
ride? I mean, you can
Please,
have small
be my
chit-chat
guest.
in the car.
मैं खोल देता हूँ. मैं खोल देता हूँ. थोड़ा पीछे लेते.
पीछे आओ.
प्यार बहुत है गाड़ी पे. This is what happens when you love cars more than human beings.
So finally
You asked
we are
me
on
about
the drive with you.
Yes, Neha.
So, first of all, you're so possessive about your cars.
Yes.
Why? I mean, you don't allow me to touch this. Don't open the door.
Don't slam the doors.
Why are you so possessive?
I think most of the men are like this. Love for sunglasses, love for watches, love for
Love for
cars.
wife?
Love for wife. You have to say. Otherwise, we will get beatings.
But you said that you don't allow your wife
I don't allow her to
She
drive.
wants to go for a drive, or like, do you want to have your car?
No, she can take other cars.
But not this.
Not this one.
So if she wants this car, she has to be with
She
you.
has
like
to be
she's
here. Or there. I can be her chauffeur.
Okay.
She sits in the back seat. I don't mind being her chauffeur. I'll open the door. Do whatever you want. Just leave this chair alone.
And if Prabhas asks you this car, Prabhas comes and says,
Any male
"Give me
is
your car."
open to drive my
So
car.
Prabhas has authority to take your car, right?
Yes, of course. Why not? I mean, I think that's a good question, because I've never seen him really fancying any cars.
No, he has a love for cars.
Back in the day, used to drive this range. Everything you ask him is like, chal, theek hai.
But you both have went for a ride, Prabhas and you.
Yeah, sometimes. So, he came around I think in the noon, he was there at the shot. I asked him, sir, खाना खाया आपने? मैं अभी खाऊंगा. तू खाया? सुबह 6
He
बजे
speaks
से
in Hindi with you.
Telugu,
yeah.
నువ్వు తిన్నావా? సార్ లేదు, పొద్దున 6 నుంచి కష్టపడాలి స్టార్ అవ్వాలా, కష్టపడాలి. मैं सोचा इसका रिकमेंडेशन मिलेगा, कल छुट्टी कुछ बोलेगा, मेहनत करो बेटा, मेहनत करो, जॉब.
Really, he is a very big hard worker, no doubt.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
after Sahu, your life changed, yeah.
I'd say that phase pre-pandemic, those 4-5 films that released back in the day, those Yavaru and all these films, did make a good impact. Saho or a lot of other films. I can balance it all by saying this thing. It got me newer offers. Things started rolling, because till the time I was doing a lot of characters, after which I was offered
After
to play
Sahu,
leads.
you were doing in Telugu. Are you doing something?
Yes, of course. I'm doing right now. I'm working on a film that is based on male getting bashed by women.
Okay, it's a Hindi movie or
It's a Telugu film.
Telugu movie. Okay.
Yeah, so this is actually co-penned by me.
Okay.
I've also written the structure of it was written by me, and it's now
Okay.
developed, and
Okay.
we're going on floor soon. And that is one part of it. This is going to be a very interesting point where I would like to question the judicial system. Where are my laws to protect? Let us say, with due respect, as a part of the conversation. If there is no camera, you say कि Irfan has sexually harassed me.
Okay.
Where will I stand? Because I keep meeting so many men and women and transgenders, especially when I went for my recent visit. I don't see, as a man, there is nothing that is helping me.
Oh.
So I feel cinema has the power to raise a point,
Okay.
stir up something, but that is the max the cinema can do. In the end, it has to be passed in the parliament boards.
Have you got sexually assaulted
By
anytime?
men?
By
by
men or
men?
by women?
By men, a lot of times I was tried to...
You know, you got
Yes.
harassed.
Yes. It's
You are handsome guy, so
it's very ridiculous, and
in industry only they like.
yes, in Bombay it's more prevalent. In Telugu it's like
Not much.
under the carpet, because Telugu में अच्छी बात क्या है
Do
ना
you
नेहा?
think Telugu में men's like approach में? We always heard
Yes.
about women's side, that you know when there is always, you know, she has to go all of these bad things.
That is the most bullshit line I've heard from all the losers I've met.
really.
Yes, because especially in women, hota kya na? I'll tell you a simple scenario. Like today, let's say tomorrow I become a big star that I'm destined to.
हाँ.
And you're my good friend, not you. Let's say the gentleman capturing us is my good friend.
हाँ.
And third person who walks into the room
हाँ.
thinks that he is my best friend or he's very close. मैं तो भाव नहीं दूंगा, क्योंकि मेरा बाई फॉर मेरा पर्सनैलिटी है कि मैं किसी को एंटरटेन नहीं करना है, मैं खुश हूँ अपनी बीवी बच्चों के साथ. अब ये अगर बदमाश निकला
हाँ.
और उसको लगा कि ये है गोल्डन फिश टू कैच, तो तुम एक्सप्लॉइट हो रहे हो अपनी अकल पे, राइट?
It's all in your hands.
हाँ, it's all in your hand as an individual, as a girl. Take your calls rationally. I'm not encouraging
But how
anything.
you came out of that situation when somebody tried to?
देखो, in the end अपन हैदराबादी है.
आयो.
ज्यादा बात करे तो फिर खाते.
मार मुड़ दिया.
नहीं मारा तो नहीं तो, but ये ना प्रॉब्लम क्या है? Most of the gay men I've seen, they're entitled to do it. इनको लगता. इनको लगता कि भाई
right.
हाँ.
They will not
so
speak
what,
about.
babe? It's nothing wrong. I said, this is how.
Yeah.
तेरे लिए what is right? It's not necessary, because you are so young, 21, 22, little बच्चा, and you think अरे यार आगे बढ़ने के लिए यही
I think
रास्ता है.
this has to be stopped. I think
This has to
Me
be
Too
spoken.
movement start, but I think Me Too movement also.
Yes,
should
that is
be
what
stopped.
we want to
Start with a movie project.
Yes.
So let's come back. आजकल यार सलार की हवा बड़ी चल रही है.
बड़ी
There is
चल
no
रही है.
promotion. Sahu time, there was a lot of promotions going on. So much hype was there in Bahubali, Prabhas movies. We've seen all time when Prabhas movies come. Lot of halla, hangama.
Lot of halla can be done on Twitter and Instagram by his
this
own
time-
fans only.
But then Salaar, you saw the trailer?
I did.
If you have to review its trailer, how will you review it?
I mean, next time let me select a film for you.
Means you will select a movie for Prabhas.
Yeah, I love you enough that I'll take good care of a script for you. That's my answer.
No,
if you can read between the lines.
But as when you saw as a viewer,
As a viewer, see.
people
two
have
things.
lot of expectations
Two
with
things.
Salaar right now.
I really enjoyed my time, and I like him as a person.
Ah.
That is a personal friend.
Ah.
Professionally also, that gentleman has represented my industry in a global scale.
Global
Forget
big, yeah.
Hindi.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have good things. I want good things to happen for the man. So probably something somewhere is going wrong, is what I feel after watching the releases.
Okay.
Okay. So had I given a chance, तू ले कॉल, मैं बैठ के सुबह से शाम तक 10 से 20 कहानी सुनूंगा, और चाहे 1 साल लगे, मैं आपके लिए कुछ करके देना चाहता हूँ, only out of pure love. Now what you are asking me, how did you find the film? Just
Film
another,
nahi, Salaar.
I mean
Bro,
the trailer.
The
It's
trailer.
just another commercial trailer that has close resemblance with KGF, is what I felt.
Close realism to that KGF. Same.
KGF.
You feel like that?
I felt like that,
Okay.
but I could go wrong. I could go wrong. I want to be wrong. Okay, I want to be wrong. But the thing is, अब वो क्या हो गया ना? राजमौली साहब के बाद बेंचमार्क यहाँ आ
Yeah,
गया,
it's on
तो अब
high.
वहाँ पे टच करने के लिए बहुत प्रॉब्लम हो रही.
Yeah.
So
After that, movies were not that going.
exactly, वो upscale पे नहीं जा रहा. But see, if you look at the commerce, the films, in spite of we calling them not doing well as per our this thing, they have done marginally pretty well in terms of earning numbers. Okay, so I think more or less there was one more question you asked. What do you think of the Salaar fever?
No, so I mean, hangama time. Is
Hangama
not,
time.
No press, no press meets are there.
मेरे को
Nothing. No
ये
hangama is there.
चीज से I don't know how much of it will you keep this interview, but I want to raise this point and ask, like I said, I understand the commerce. I'm a businessman by my so 52 hafte, 52 weeks is what you have.
Yes.
Why both of you are competing on one day apart? Can you not split it for 2 weeks?
But we have not seen any promotions, like nothing. Tomorrow is a release.
Yeah.
Are you excited about that?
Tomorrow, am I watching the movie? Yes, I am watching the movie. Definitely,
Okay.
hands down.
Uh-huh.
Because I have my settings in all multiplexes where I go and get the ticket. No matter what, I have to watch the movie. Really चाहिए?
हाय मेरा बच्चा. चलो फिर तुम कल की
तो कर दूंगा, वो प्रॉब्लम नहीं
वो तो मालूम
है.
है.
But the point is कि I'm with यार फिल्म को आप स्पेस दोगे ना,
Yeah.
वो बंदा 2000 करोड़ शायद कमा ले सालार से.
Yeah.
सब win and win, go home with lot of money.
Yeah.
Like in the end, like I said, वो बच्चे का example दिया ना, we all working for money.
Yes,
Why we doing this, I don't know. So it's sad that there is no much of buzz. Although there are a lot of Twitter fights happening.
Expectations are very high.
Expectations will always be high. I think for the goodness, God has blessed him and in multiple ways. But it's high time that they throw the film on,
But
on
I was
the track.
expecting that you will
Me
be
to
a
be a
part of
the
it.
film.
Salaar. Is there any story that आप नहीं कर पाए या आया नहीं या कुछ? I was expecting that.
The thing is, one thing, COVID. One thing was COVID. I was stuck in lockdown elsewhere. Okay.
Oh.
After I came back, there was a responsibility on my shoulder. I had to not to go for too much of exposure outside.
That time
Keeping
shooting
all the
was happening.
keeping
Okay.
all this aside, somewhere I've understood the bigger the film you chase, the smaller the role gets.
Oh.
As an outsider.
But there was a talks like they were approached you for something or
I did try to figure out what exactly was happening in this in terms of an actor at my age and my look.
okay.
There's a little scope. Okay.
They
And
approached you.
I approached.
Acha, you approached.
You don't get to
Okay.
approach. You
Okay.
don't get approached
No,
until
after Sahu maybe they approached
you are relevant.
Okay.
So no, see, I'll have to accept it for everybody. आप जब तक कुछ बन नहीं जाते जनता की नजर में, ये जितने लोग आप इंटरव्यू देते होंगे और देखते होंगे, इन दोनों को मैं बोल रहा हूँ, ज्यादा पैंतरे मत करो. काम चाहिए, उम्र ढलने से पहले हीरो या हीरोइन बनना है, उम्र ढलने से पहले keep your feet on ground.
Yes, that
This is
is
what I
very
tell
important.
everybody.
Very good.
So that's about it about Salaar.
So you didn't have no regrets or like no, not
No,
you don't
you
look forward.
you go with destiny. I'm really looking forward to meet Mr. Sandeep Reddy Vanga and see.
Yeah, next exciting project.
I'm very excited to.
First you saw Animal.
I did.
You loved it.
I have a very mixed feeling.
Okay.
So my chair was broke in the first day theater.
Okay.
So I watched the movie like this.
2 times
But
you
somewhere
watched.
PVR should work on your theater seats. Panjagutta.
वो तो लग
Okay,
गया.
so
3 hours movie it was.
3 hours 30 minutes. I mean, see, the whole film speak of animal instinct. I don't know if we are eligible to say this, कि animals are like this, but somewhere it is a very instinctive film. कि मेरा linear emotion है, hook or by crook, I will say what I love. See, that is the reason why I want to be a part of film with Sandeep Reddy Vanga, is because of the thought process he belongs to. Yeah,
So you have met him or what are the talks going on?
soon to meet.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Okay.
Let's
He
see
called
what
you or you're calling
I
him?
am calling him.
Okay, you called and you got an appointment?
No, not yet. I mean, because you see the film is still running big at box office, 850 crores, I believe.
Yeah.
So let's see, because people do get busy with as you grow up in life. But you'll have to chase.
But nothing finally.
Nothing. No. I think they're still
The
penning
next
it down.
movie, yeah.
They're still writing it. So even if you meet at, see, Neha, there's always a right time to meet a filmmaker.
Yeah.
Unless he throws one filmmaker throws his lead actor out and casts you in. That only happens in films. As in film में film की story है वो.
Right.
Reality में ऐसे नहीं होता.
So अभी तक nothing final. I think hopefully you can.
But hopefully, yes, I am looking forward to, and I want to.
Okay.
Let us see. I mean, give a CV is my job.
Okay.
To pick it up or not is his call.
Of course, trying is your.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah.
But this trying is always through a director, like with Sandeep.
It makes sense if you go through a director. Again, like I said, because the topic will go back to casting.
Casting couch.
Casting couch, and the arrogance of casting directors is also exponentially high.
But at this level where you have worked, now you know the ways how to go.
Yes.
And how to work.
Then also I
technically.
get thrown on my face a lot of arrogance by these casting directors. In some or possible way, I will, for whatever reason, to not all, few of them are like that, but those few are relevant to me, so I'll have to keep bow down and keep chasing them.
So how we can stop? I mean, you're now writing a movie,
Right.
where men's exploitation.
We have
is
written
there.
it. We've already. I mean,
But that's your more concern, being an actor,
Yeah.
in this industry.
Make a difference,
Yes.
yeah.
So nobody has talked about till men part, right?
Yes.
How you gonna stop it, or how you think you can take your own step? You need to
Influence.
raise your voice, or like make more of the videos, awareness. Nobody talks about
Nobody
it.
talks about it. That's the thing. See,
काम चला जाएगा करके
that's a vacuum in terms of commerce. That's a vacuum that could be a hook point, which I'm asking audience ki dekho, this is the hook point I'm selling. In terms of filmmakers, but in terms of audience, it is a relevant point to them. So what I could see as an actor, as a filmmaker, for example, Jawan. Jawan has asked you, अगली बार वोट दे रहे हो, तो आप गैस पे दो, टैक्स पे दो, सड़क पे दो, सेहत पे दो, मकान पे दो, but not on anything else.
Yes.
That is the best a Jawan, a Shah Rukh Khan or any film can do. Beyond that, it is in the parliamentary and democracy and all those things. That
Your
are
favorite actor movie is also coming.
Also
Same
Shah Rukh
time,
Khan.
Danki.
So if you ask me what I'm watching first, that is a different.
So first movie.
This
we
Danki
go
first
for
film I'm
Danki and
watching
then
is
Salaar.
Danki and then Salaar.
At
Tomorrow
the same
only.
time, they are coming so much.
No,
of
one day
clashes.
difference, no?
Whatever, still
Yeah.
वो है ना पहले तो
That
they were
is what
planning
I'm-
same.
same day.
Then one day difference हो गया.
Loss तो eventually there is a loss. Let us say 100 लोग जा रहे हैं फिल्म को
हाँ,
डंकी. अब 80 लोग सालार जाएंगे या 80 लोग डंकी जाएंगे. 20 तो स्प्लिट हो गया ना.
हाँ.
लॉस तो हो गया ना. इन द एंड प्रभास और शाहरुख both of us are working for money, no? Love of film है, but it is complemented with lot of money, no? The cream and icing on the cake is the money.
But I think जैसे Salaar is in Telugu and
All the other languages.
Danki is in Hindi, so I think the south part.
I
will
think
not
that is the whole catch there.
हाँ.
कि इनका साउथ में इतना ज्यादा दबदबा आने मत दो,
हाँ.
so that नॉर्थ का जो होना है हो जाएगा.
हाँ.
साउथ में तो अपनी
Maybe
चलेगी.
because Danki is not coming up in Telugu, it's in Hindi only.
I think
So-
they have dubbed.
No, they have not.
Okay.
So I think
Probably.
that's why the one day difference is
But
there.
yeah, I mean, see, if you ask me, there's a good chance to let the industry grow in so many ways, but it's up to them. It's their choice, their films. What can I say? Having said that, अगर मैं advisory board में होता तो जरूर advise करता दोनों को कि भी 2 हफ्ते बाद आओ, so that audience भी गए film enjoy
But
करें.
maybe they would have also thought about it.
They would have. So, नहीं,
It's
मैं
a big
अपना
step,
पर्सनल ये बोल रहा हूँ कि मेरे को अगर लेटेस्ट से सालार बहुत पसंद है, मैं 2 बार देखना चाह रहा हूँ. मैं शायद चले जाऊंगा क्योंकि कुछ और नहीं है.
Yeah.
अब मेरे को ऑप्शन दे रहे हैं.
Yeah.
And
okay.
see, in the end, entertainment business is all about that. It's not a क्या बोलते हैं हम, essential
Yeah.
commodity.
Comedy, right?
So वो है, आप entertainment है. लोग मतलब पिक्चर देखते वक्त वो WhatsApp भी देखेगा, बॉस को भी रिप्लाई करेगा, पॉपकॉर्न भी खाएगा, उधर भी देखेगा.
Right.
So there's so many things coming into picture, right?
True.
Yeah. So
That was interesting topic. Like you have now actually get into all this, so much.
it's because I want to produce, no?
So now in future we'll see you more of producing movies.
Yes.
And
Let us hope so.
acting, then your
Yes.
doctor practice,
Yes.
that's also
yes.
there.
Yes. Multifaceted.
And I really got, really the way you talked about this men exploitation, that was actually a point where I think more has to be talked about. I think that only talked about you.
Yes.
Till now industry was talking on Sky.
Women, me too and all that. But what about men too? Why me?
But why don't you start that men too?
Men too. That's what my title is also. Why me?
Okay,
The
why
film's
me?
name is Why Me?
Okay.
So just see, it's a very simple. I'll split the line for you. The line is very simple. There's a relationship that happens between a male and a female. Okay, so the girl wants to get married to the boy. The boy refuses to do so. For doing that, the girl gets into a vendetta phase and imposes all the charges. But if you go by the law, even a married wife can hold up her husband accountable for the first 7 years if he has forced sex on her.
Yes.
That is the law right now.
Yes.
And then she can go to the court at the age of 60 कि ये मेरे को dowry पूछा 30 साल पहले.
Yeah, so many laws are there. True.
हम कहाँ जाए मैडम? हम जैसे मतलब not me. I'm raising
because
voice for
boys
these
men
men and
and
boys.
you've seen, I mean, the other side, not that side. Touchwood. You're a happy man, good, happy,
Hopefully.
married man.
Hopefully, if you're seeing,
Yeah.
keep me happy.
Yeah.
So,
Soon to be a father also.
hopefully,
So
yeah.
that's why.
Yeah.
But I think you must have got this idea, maybe talking to your friends who have actually been.
I have seen it. No, I have seen it. I have seen it with my eyes. See, I travel a lot. I've lived in Bombay for quite some time. So when I was there, I saw these relationships happening, live-in relationships happening, and then they spill the wood, like
split या separate हो जाते हैं.
हो जाते हैं, and then उसके बाद इनके झगड़े चालू, bad mouthing, and irrelevant कितने ना. I started reading the newspaper, understanding the scenario.
So
I have the
many
stats. So I met these men.
Okay.
They're so helpless. Somebody is from Ireland. He can't come to India because उसके नाम पे passport पे FIR registered है. अपने बच्चों को नहीं देख सकता.
I know.
So
Men harassment also happens.
Yes, also man, it does happen. I have whole sympathy for women, but have some mercy on men also.
Yes.
There are good people too.
Yes.
That's all.
So do you want to raise any other questions too on this? Like you faced it when you don't know anything.
Yes.
So there are all youngsters who want to be into modeling or go for auditions. What they should keep back of their mind? Of course, people will come with a different mindset.
Right. I'll tell you one thing. You want to become something, keep your spine up because it's your choice.
So badly.
No, I haven't been harassed. Nobody can do that to me on my face because I'm a very strong man mentally and physically also.
So all men's only approached you, no women.
Women, see, the thing is, I'll tell you what, if you say no to a woman, the thing is, how dare you say no to me? Do you know how many men I have rejected?
Okay.
Do you know I get 850 Instagram messages every day? I said, do you keep counting? How dare you talk to me? How are you able to say no to me? तो मैं देखा एक बार एक लड़की को बोला वो 850 लड़कों की बद्दुआ है जो मैं आज तेरे को रिजेक्ट कर रहा हूँ.
So you did that.
I mean, see the thing, देखो होता क्या है ना, you can't have this ownership. Like men have this ownership. Like if you see some men do harass women. कि भाई I'm saying I love you to you कि ये मेरी है and all this. But the same way women have this attitude, but it is under the carpet. How dare you say no to me is a very male version of what that girl said. I said, this is the reality, madam. I am rejecting on your face value. If you are seeing this video also, you know.
Now we have social media where we can actually spread a word. So if somebody now try to harass a man or like...
It doesn't get viral, no. It doesn't get... See, every day, open your Instagram after this interview. See the number of videos that keep coming once we refresh.
Yes.
ऊपर करो, millions of videos are getting posted. एक वीडियो वायरल होने के लिए काफ़ी टाइम लगता एंड उसमें सच्चाई कितनी है और अगर थोड़ी भी सच्चाई है तो सच्चाई को ढांपना भी बहुत इजी है.
Yeah.
Unless something really clicks, like that song in Animal.
Yeah.
ना तो वो अपने आप वायरल हो गया, right? So the thing is, ऐसे आप वायरल होने के लिए आप सच बोल भी रहे होंगे, but किस्मत भी साथ देना चाहिए. लड़के लड़कियां सब लोग आपकी स्टोरी को बिलीव करना चाहिए.
Yes.
That's about it.
That was a wonderful drive.
Yes.
Interesting drive. The in secrets of your life. I must say, which openly you talked about it.
Yes.
Yeah, I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
So I think first of all, I want that you should get good big projects.
Yes. Thank you so
and
much.
continue your journey. And
Dream.
Hollywood भी कुछ हाथ वाथ लग जाए तो अच्छी बात है.
You have to. You want to do something. Africa में भी कुछ लगा तो फेंको audition.
So you'll go everywhere. That's we should be open.
The thing is, I am very open. I love art, but it has to pay me well.
Yes.
मेरे को ना ये बहुत बोलते लोग मन इंडस्ट्री लो, they like మీరు సినిమాని చూడాలి, మీరు డబ్బులు చూడాలి. అలాగా గురుగారు మరి మీరు ఆర్ట్ సినిమా తీయండి, థియేటర్లో రిలీజ్ చేయకండి, ఇంట్లో పెట్టుకోండి. అది చేయరు, వాళ్ళు డబ్బులు సంపాదించుకోవాలి. యూ డోంట్ వాంట్ టు పే యాక్టర్స్, బట్ యూ వాంట్ టు మోటివేట్ అస్ బై సేయింగ్ ఓ యూ హ్యావ్ టు వర్క్ ఫర్ ఫ్రీ or take like 2 lakh rupees or take like 1 lakh rupees. I don't know what is
even
what they're
there are so
quoting.
many actors who did free work also.
I worked for 6 films for free, Neha. This man whom you are seeing,
who were your 6 movies?
The immediate film that comes to my mind is Gudachari.
That you did for free?
Free because
No one number.
because I was told you will be given a parallel lead in the film.
Okay.
Is the reason why we want to cast you.
Okay.
And I said, at a 25-year-old boy, I'm like, okay, nobody knows this gentleman. Says back then, let me try to. अब आपको क्या लगता है कि आप चरण के साथ मूवी कर रहे हो?
You got cheated then, यार.
So but then after कब I think थोड़े दिन के बाद मैं I confronted the casting fellow. I said, what is this?
You're not paying me anything.
You're not paying me anything. You use my BMW also in the film.
Oh.
So it's like, अरे bro, नहीं bro, trust me, this that. I'm like, छोड़ो यार अब.
But that was a good role you had in that.
But I was told something else before I got into the film.
Okay.
But these things will happen when you don't come from a family.
So that was your first movie that you did for free?
No, this was my 3rd or 4th film that I did for free.
Okay.
Let's not talk go in
That
detail.
was a big movie.
Big movie, yeah. So, but the thing is, I clearly remember I was told I would get paid once the film works well.
It works very well.
It worked very well for them. I didn't get paid a single rupee.
Oh.
I think what I got paid was a BMW's diesel that was used for 1,500 rupees that day.
My God.
So technically I worked for 1,500 rupees in 2016.
Okay, for that movie.
Yeah, so but then no regrets. You should not regret.
But
You learn. When you do these are, I am telling all this to all the aspiring people. If you want to become something in your life, people are out there to exploit. I'm not blaming anybody on their face, but लोगों का ये है कि मिल रही है, take him for a ride.
And what was other big movie which people know in Telugu mein?
No, the bigger productions have paid me well.
Sahu paid you?
Sahu paid, yeah.
Okay, thankfully.
And if not, I'll go, no. I'll go say, Anna,
Prabhas Karu.
Lakshmi, illa. He is like that, very nice, no issues with him. Other new production houses and these 1-2 film old producer sons, they want you to work as a villain.
Free.
हाँ, so मतलब नहीं, free में मतलब बोलेंगे कि ये दे रहे हैं, नहीं देंगे.
But didn't turn up.
हाँ, let us say you agree to do a film for 5
But
lakhs.
no agreement or nothing happened.
What will you do with that agreement? My dad is see, my family has lawyers, my family has judges.
Okay.
In spite of that, we can't put, because they only tell me, कुछ नहीं आता रे.
Yeah.
Judicial system में कुछ नहीं आता. I'm like, छोड़ो. I did a film for, I think my agreed amount back in the day was around 7 lakhs. I was given a signing amount of 50,000. I did the whole film in a single schedule.
Which movie?
That is due on release. Okay, so this Telugu movie.
Which name?
This film was called House Number 13.
House Number 13.
Yeah.
Who was the hero?
No, I was the hero. I said there is agreed, let's take it.
Okay.
Till date, 0 rupees came. He said, and then I said, I'm giving it today. See, the thing is for me, I said, ठीक है यार, काम आ रहा है कर लो. Because when you come from theatre,
good talents leave the
industry. Did you get frustrated? And because कितना भी बोलो, you need money to survive. जब लोग बोलते हैं आपको पैसा नहीं important है, तो ये साले सबसे ज़्यादा अमीर होते हैं.
That's why so many talent they
leave. They choose to quit because see, right now for me it takes a minute. I have established business. I have a practice that goes on. So I could leave any day, but who are you to exploit? I will stay and I will try to sort things out in my own way. Nice.
That was important. Very important topics you talk here. Great. Yeah. So you did your movie free.
My movies for free.
Movies for free.
You learn. See, that is how you learn. ये देखो क्या है ना, मैं अब इंटरव्यू के खातिर आपको मैं बोलूँगा, हाँ ये मेरे लिए तो बहुत
you are very genuine, I know.
हाँ, तो genuine जो है सो है. अभी ये अगर सीख के तुमको नहीं आना है तो मत आओ. अच्छा है कि ना घर में बैठो, क्योंकि कुछ नहीं होता इधर ढंग से. ये it doesn't work like a hospital or an IT sector.
You have to work hard.
You have to work hard, believe in yourself, patience, and have a family support.
So where you met your wife? How romantic you are.
Arrange marriage.
బచ్చనే arrange.
తెలుగులో డైలాగ్ ఉంది, ముందు ఆవిడ నన్ను ప్రేమించింది, తర్వాత నేను ప్రేమించాల్సి
Wow.
so if both of you can understand, you'll understand what I'm saying. So we met, we spent time, we I mean my dad knew her dad.
Oh,
So
good boy.
we spent ample time, and then we realized, okay, this is it, you will not find a better one than me.
Wow.
Why don't you accept? She's like, it implies on you also.
Good.
Okay, let's go ahead and sign the contract, because in Muslims it's all about it's the other
Love,
way.
yeah.
It's contract, no? And the wedding. But eventually you fall in love, and that contract diminishes.
Yes, the love is important.
The love is important.
आपका घर ये रहा?
नहीं पलटा के टायर खराब हो जाती,
Oh, boy,
चाहे आप
so-
55 लाख की गाड़ी लो,
हाँ.
टायर की फिक्र करो.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's what I told you. That's steep, no? So yeah.
What is the highest expensive car till now you have driven? And you have a dream of buying?
Yes. Oh, that's I see. Again, not to boast, I don't really like that country anymore. But when I went for my tour, I categorically removed some money from savings so that I could hire a car.
Okay.
So I've driven almost most of the sports cars that were available on rent.
Okay.
So I used to pay $200 to $250 a day.
So you drive all the big cars?
Yes.
More expensive, any kite, like everything you have done?
No, not like someday I want to drive a Lamborghini Hurricane, but
Yeah.
you don't get it on rent.
Yes.
Like a it'll take time eventually if you want to own such cars or even to drive. So like that.
So let's come out of your car
Yes, please.
and then end up the interview. So we had a great time. Drive with iDream.
Yes.
You had a great time?
Drive with Irfan Ahmed with iDreams.
Oh, great. So you had a great time?
I had a great time, Neha. I've known you from quite some time. Thank you
No.
for talking to me, and I really wish I made some sense, and people do get an insight of how things go.
Yes, with your experience कहते हैं ना, या तो experience कर लो, नहीं तो किसी के experience से सीख लो.
सीख लो 10 साल बर्बाद नहीं होते.
Yes, you will save your time and
You'll
energy.
save your time, yeah.
But it's really needs a, guts to talk about it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's also a good.
I am not scared of anyone because आप मोहताज सिर्फ खुदा के हैं, जिसको मानते हो.
सही में बहुत बड़ी बात.
तो आपको रोटी कोई रोक नहीं सकता. Because of this interview, if some people would have got hurt, it's their personal
Yes, you're
look out on
sharing your
that.
thoughts, right?
Yeah. So what will happen to you on your personal work front in any industry? Have that. See, at a very late stage, I have realized one thing. That is called put your foot down and say no.
Yes.
कि नहीं बॉस, अब ये रोल मैं नहीं करता.
Yes.
No, I'm sorry, आपका ego hurt होता होगा, but so that experience
No
I have
means
had.
no.
No means no. That
Yes.
experience I have had.
Yes.
Where certain productions want to typecast you and not to pull you on the lead,
Yes. Yes.
so that आपके पास काम रहे, महीने का आपको पैसा बनता रहे, and साल भर में आप खत्म हो जाओगे. Because
Yeah.
to revive from a character's, because it's a long journey. Once a character artist, I don't want to name him, told me one thing: why are you doing so many characters? It's wiser to take a step, hold back, do what you deserve to.
Yes.
Look at other boys who don't deserve to. They're doing so many things.
Yes.
Why do you want to become a Prakash Raj? I know you must be skilled in your own head.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
But wait for your turn. Irfan, at the age of 45, you will be left with nothing if nothing
Yes,
clicks.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
तब मेरे को बात समझ में नहीं आई. This was in 2017. But I think वो pandemic में कुछ समझ में आया कि 6 महीने घर बैठ के. It's important that you understand people will conspire to corner you. Not me. Generally. मेरे साथ तो कोई कुछ ऐसा करते नहीं. But generally I'm saying, if you want to do something, this is what you want to do. You want to fit in here, go for it and keep trying.
Thank you so
Thank you so
much for
much,
talking
Neha
to
ji.
us. It was
Thank you.
wonderful time with you.
Likewise.
And I enjoyed it. And I think for your next Sandeep Banga Reddy, we are
I hope so.
waiting.
Yeah.
If works
If
out,
it works well.
First interview with me.
Yes.
All details will be explored.
If it works well, because yeah.
And you're going for Salaar tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow, yes. Yeah, both the films.
Both the films.
Yeah.
So anything
One day
you would
apart.
like to say to
Donkey
Salaar
first.
and Prabhas?
Anna, like I said, you deserve things that should hit a 3,000, 2,000 crore films. So take it on my face value. If there is nothing working out, pull me up on the team. I would love you enough to do that for you for free. And all the best to both the films, and do pretty well, because in the end, if commerce survives, we all survive. Varna Instagram पे ही दुनिया चल रही है आजकल.
Chalo.
Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. That was an interesting conversation with Irfan, an actor, a doctor, a producer, and soon to be a father. So it was an interesting conversation with him. For more updates, keep watching iDream.